Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here and again for joining me in these videos. Um, Now, this is probably a message you hear over and over again from other people, other sources, other content creators, other spiritual people about trusting the universe. And the thing is, it's hard. Right now, for me, I'm in this place of um, all right, so let me back up. Part of your ascension journey, not only to go through the difficult challenges that you will physically, mentally, emotionally, all that, to have your soul growth. Okay. A big part of that also is about learning to trust the universe with everything. And that's why were chosen for this path because there's not many who would be able to sustain what you are going through, what we are going through as an ascended collective. And I look back sometimes and I'm like, oh my goodness, like how did I ever get through that? And sometimes I think about people that I've known, like my former best friend, and imagine her in that same place of what I went through and imagining her going through what I went through. And there's no effing way she would have made it. You know what I'm saying? So, a good kind of um, meter to say is take someone that was in your life, you're very close to, and what you've gone through so far, put that person where you were. And just know, would that person have been able to endure what you went through? And it's probably going to be no, because your soul was chosen to go through this ascension journey in this lifetime. The thing is, when my father in spirit came to me in 2017 and, gave me all these instructions, not really truly describing what I was going to be going through. It probably wasn't until 2022-ish did I start to kind of like 2.5 years into my physical journey, did I actually start to understand, put the pieces together, saying, okay, something's going on here. And although I thought I was a spiritual person before, I still was always depending a lot of time on my own abilities, on my own knowledge, on my own self, and not allowing for myself to be open and accepting of the divine's help. So, if you've been following along with my journey story, it's on a different playlist, and I've been telling my whole entire 5-year physical journey from 2020 to 2025 of what I went through to get from point A to point B and how difficult that was, the people that I had to deal with, the situations I had to deal with, homeless situations. And through each challenge, more and more, the universe stepping in and saying, hey, remember us? Like, we need you to learn to really open yourself up to trusting the universe that you will get through this. Um, and just really guidance. A lot of times I know too when I think I already told the story about last July. This gentleman had approached me and he's like, I have this house and it looks like you need somewhere to stay. Um, his girlfriend had just left him and he's like, if you want to share the rent. And I'm like, okay, this may work. I ended up staying there for only 5 days. And before that, I was in a shelter and it was pretty secure. I was able to get a bed every night. Um, and now all of a sudden, since I had stopped going to the shelter, I lost my bed. So now it's back to staying in my car um, every night. And I was trying to get back into the shelter, but it was like this block had come and I was unable to get back in. And it's like an acceptance that the universe is saying, you need to go through this next challenge, this next test, and kind of coming to the acceptance that, all right, I'm going to have to stay in my car until I save up enough money to get a place. And through all this, it was weird that the universe always had me somewhere secure by the time it got cold. And so most of these kind of outdoor things happen like when it was warm weather. So I was able to sleep in my car from July until mid-October, almost the end of October. And then I got a place. And just having that acceptance. And the thing too, I was in a place, I new to being here and not really knowing the atmosphere or having been in a situation like this and trusting the universe that I was always protected throughout the whole ordeal. Um, Sleeping in my car, no one ever approached me. Of course, I still took precautions. I didn't really let anyone see me like driving into a space or anything like that. I always had my shades up. So, of course, you're going to take protect precautions, but I always knew that the universe was protecting me. Coming into a situation where now I had got a room in Portland with this woman and her nephew, and it became so toxic there and almost like afraid to go back home after work every day. It became so bad. It was just like kind of spiritual warfare going on between her and I. And just her like really playing mind games. And every day before I would leave work, as I was approaching the house, just like saying, please protect me. Like just not wanting to have to deal with that. And a lot of times she just wasn't there, or I was able to get into my room before she came out of her room. She was in the bathroom or something like that. But coming to the space right now where I am, even though I feel secure, I have everything I need, there's still something missing, and having to put my whole trust in the universe to say, like, the universe already knows what you need before you even ask for it. But just it can become frustrating and hard and difficult to say, is the universe going to come through for me, or do I have to take care of this myself? And it's so hard to try to say, okay, I have to do it myself because the universe is not, I don't see anything coming in from the universe. And two, the universe does not work on our time because our time is linear, right? Universal time, it doesn't exist in the universe. So everything happens at the exact right time. And as I can see from past experience, a lot of times the universe comes in at the last minute. It's like the 11th hour. boom, like when you think I'm done, things are about to fall apart. Um, the universe steps in and boom, like you're like something happens and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. So just a quick video to say, as hard as it may be on your journey, to always have trust. I'm saying this for myself too, because right now it's really, really hard. It's very difficult. It's been very frustrating, but to accept um, that the universe will come through for you. Okay. If you have faith, if you have trust. I've kind of put the word hope to the side because hoping is kind of like, well, I hope it happens. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you trust something, I trust that it will happen. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of have put that word hope to the side and saying, yes, I trust, I know it will happen. Okay. Gonna leave it there. Thank you again for being here. Thank you again for those who continue to support my channel. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.